Welcome back to the Christian&Cowboy Podcast. This is our first one in quite a while, probably about a month, but nonetheless, I'm Christian, joined as always by Cowboy. Cowboy, how are you today?
I'm a little under the weather, son. A little bit under the weather.
Oh no!
Yeah, I've been battling a little bit of a illness here for about a week.
What are your symptoms? Ah!
They're COVID symptoms.
Oh no! Anyway, now that we got our COVID jokes out of the way, I guess we can talk about that. Hopefully, Saturday will be the last game of Jeremy Pruitt's tenure at Tennessee. But I don't know. If you had to put a percentage on it right now, what do you think the percentage chance is he gets fired?
I don't know, man. I mean, I think a lot of it depends on how bad they get beat Saturday. If they just get housed, he'll be gone, I think, for sure. If they keep it close, who knows? It's just a matter of what the boosters want to do.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen these quotes come out. I mean, they're obviously just rumors saying, like, he doesn't, it's almost like he doesn't even want to be there anymore. And, like, I
would say there's probably some truth to that. It's probably a bigger job than he thought it'd be, and I think he's more suited to just be an assistant coach than a head coach.
Yeah, he's just not. He just might not be the CEO type. Not everyone is.
Yeah, I think it's probably true. It's been definitely proven true the 3 years he's been here.
Yeah, it's just been. It's not been a fun ride. That's for sure.
No.
The win streak was about the highest we've been under him these past 3 years, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. I would say right now, my percentage is I'd say it's a 70% chance he's back.
Do you really?
Yes, I'm serious, because unless we get beat by like 60 against A&M, I don't see, like, if we play A&M like we did Florida, they'll keep him. Like, they just will.
Yeah, maybe. You might be right.
Because he'll just be like, well, I got a top 15 recruiting class. Well, that's not good enough. I hate to tell you. But they're just going to say, okay, we'll give you one more year. So, anyway, it's not a good situation, to say the least. Let me ask you this. Who are your top candidates if he does get fired?
I don't really have any. I'm not real big on Hugh Freeze. I don't know why everybody wants him so bad.
I mean, I would say the main reason is everyone. What am I trying to say? I'd say the main reason is because, like, he beat Bama twice in, like, the span of I guess it was 2 years in a row, right? Yeah. Beat Bama 2 years in a row.
Cheating his ass off to do it.
So? Everyone else gets to cheat it. We might as well do it. I mean, everyone else cheats. We might as well do it, too.
Not if you get caught, which he did. They'll be looking for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't mind Gus Malzahn right now.
I wouldn't. I'd rather have Malzahn than Freeze myself. And
the only reason I say that is because, like, it's, to me, the best comparison with Malzahn is Rick Barnes. Rick Barnes was just been letting go by Texas after a good career there, or after a good tenure there. Hadn't been winning in a while, so that's why they let him go. They just needed to change the scenery. Same thing happened with Malzahn at Auburn. Maybe Gus Malzahn is our Rick Barnes.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Plus, I just feel like it's kind of like what I said on with Zephian. I just feel like maybe we just need a different type of coach around here that's not all about defense. And I mean, Malzahn's obviously going to be just like Pruitt. He's just going to be all about offense. But I don't know. The only thing that might concern me about him is he's not the best recruiter from what I remember.
I did it.
From what I remember, he's not the best recruiter, but yeah. Anyway, I still feel like he can come in here and recruit well, but I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think either one would be an upgrade. I mean, let's face it. But I just don't think it's going to be. You're going to close a gap on somebody like Florida, Georgia, and Alabama with either one of those guys. I think it'll be the same thing. I think what they need to do is get somebody like Urban Meyer in here, which I bet everybody's going to laugh at me saying that. But offer him enough money and he'll come.
We won't offer him enough money. That's the problem, I feel like.
No, we're not. We don't do things like it at Tennessee. That's what it's going to take to build it back out as a superstar coach like that. James Franklin would be a guy I'd like to have.
Yeah. He's not having a very good year, but a lot of it's not his fault.
Yeah, I think it's a fluke.
Yeah.
I think it's a fluke with the year they're having.
Everyone has years like that, yeah. But yeah. Yeah, that was another guy, like, I was kind of cheering for Penn State to lose, like, whenever they were on that losing streak where they started, like, 0-3 or 0-4 or whatever, because I was like, well, if we get James Franklin, that would be nice. Because, I don't know. I mean, you know, you saw what he did at Vandy, and you see what he's doing at Penn State. If he can do it at both of those places, I don't see why he can't do it at Tennessee.
Yeah, he would. They would win right away, Franklin. I guarantee it. I don't know if it'd beat Bama, but they'd win.
Yeah,
win their share game.
See, that's the thing about all three of those coaches. I feel like Freeze, Malzahn, and Franklin. I feel like any three of them, they would get you 9 wins consistently.
I do too.
They might not beat Bama and Florida every year or Georgia, but they'd probably get you to 9-3 consistently.
I'd say that's probably true. And I mean that's pretty good. We'll take that right now.
Oh yeah, I'd definitely take it right now. Give me 3 years in a row at 9-3, I'd be happy. I'd take it, honestly.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of frustrating after a while, but you know, you come in here and your first 2 years are 9-3 or something like that. I mean, what do you have to complain about?
Not much.
But I was gonna say, I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, I feel like. See, you say Urban Meyer. It's like you said. We just won't pay him enough money. That's the problem.
No, he might not come anyway. I mean, he turned down Texas. But
Yeah.
I just think that's what you need to try to shoot for, somebody like that.
Yeah. So is that what happened there? He turned down Texas. They didn't turn him down.
That's what everybody thinks.
Yeah.
That's what. I don't know that for a fact, but that's what everybody thinks happened. That's why they didn't fire Herman.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't get rid of him because I mean they pretty much given him every chance in the book, but
he's a good example, man. Everybody thought he was going to really turn them around. It just hadn't happened. I mean, there's just not that many good coaches.
no, there's definitely not. I mean, you don't find a Nick Saban or a Urban Meyer or Steve Spurrier, someone like that, every hire. You're just not going to.
No, you sure don't. It's hard to find guys like that.
Yeah. I mean, just look at Harbaugh at Michigan. Everyone thought that was a slam dunk hire, and look what they're doing.
Good example. Real good example.
So
Harbaugh needs to go back to the NFL.
I seriously think that's his problem. Yeah, he's just not a good college coach.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
But yeah, and see that's another thing. Like Pruitt's recruiting class this time around, it's not awful. Like it's top 15, but it's not good enough to like beat the teams we need to beat. That's the problem.
No, top 15 means you're about 6th or 7th in the SEC.
Yeah.
Which is just middle of the pack. Which is just what we've been for years. Is middle of the pack. We're lower. Unless you're lower.
I will say I am surprised with how high we came out despite going like 3-7. I was pretty surprised about that.
It's always a top 15 class. Every year.
It's pretty much the only reason why is because we're Tennessee.
Yeah.
Because we're a big name
school. We
school.
haven't done anything in 20 years.
Yeah. You'd think these kids would learn by now. I mean, I'm being honest. If I was in I was in the shoes of a kid like Terrence Lewis, Dylan Brooks, someone like that, there's no way I'd go to Tennessee.
Right.
What are you going to get out of it except playing time?
Yeah.
You're not going to do anything. I mean, sure, you might be an All-American and you might be like the best player on your team, but you're not going to get anything like special out of it. You're just going to lose all the time.
That's what a lot of them think. I mean, you can't blame them.
Yeah, I'd say the main reason a lot of these kids are coming here. It's just playing time because they just know they'll get a lot of it. But, I mean, I don't know. Oh, one thing I think will be interesting, and that I think everyone on the internet is predicting right now. I mean, Jarrett Garantano is definitely going to Arkansas State next year, right?
No, I don't think it'll happen.
You don't think so?
No.
I think so.
You really?
Yes.
I don't think he'll play anymore. I think he's done. I don't know. You could be right. I've seen it a few places. But it'd be crazy to put him out there. He's got to have a better solution than the quarterback than that.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think he would. But, yeah, I don't know. Gosh, it's just crazy that they gave Butch another job, and like I figured he might get like a coordinator position first before he went right to head coach again. But I mean, I guess Arkansas State's probably figuring like every other smaller school like that he's been successful. So
that's the kind of place he can coach at. He'll be fine there.
Yeah, he's just not really a big time coach, I don't think.
No, he's definitely not. He's not equipped to handle a job like Tennessee. No way. We found that out.
Yeah, he's not here. I'll say it like this: he's not a Nick Saban. He's a Rick Stockstill.
Yeah. Well, he did better than Pruitt's done. Let's face it.
That's true. That is definitely true. Not much better, but it was better.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, Are we done talking? Let's talk about conference championships real quick. So, how bad is Alabama going to beat Florida?
25.
25? That's about where I'm thinking right now, too. 24, 21, something like that. Okay, so what are your thoughts on this Clemson-Notre Dame game, though?
I think it just gets reversed because Lawrence is playing.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. I do think Notre Dame will keep it close than a lot of people are thinking they will, though.
Yeah, probably a good game.
I think Notre Dame's a lot better than people are giving them credit for, basically, is what I'm saying.
But they took them double overtime to beat them without Lawrence.
That's true, but I think that I have no idea how to say his name, but you know what? Their backup quarterback, I think he's just really good, honestly.
Really? He may be.
I mean, he was a 5-star coming out of high school, so he's supposed to be that good.
Yeah.
So, we'll find out next year for sure how good he is, but I don't know. Here's and another thing, I feel like if Notre Dame wins, if Notre Dame beats Clemson, then I feel like a spot's open for whoever they want to give it to. But if Clemson wins, I think all 4 spots are locked up.
That's what it sounds like.
Unless Ohio State loses to Northwestern, which won't happen, or unless Alabama loses to Florida, which won't happen.
No.
So, yeah, I mean, I'd say right now the only game that really has playoff implications, technically, is Clemson-Notre Dame. I guess Texas A&M, Tennessee, too.
I agree.
So, yeah, big weekend coming up in college football, and it'll be interesting to see how everything goes there.
Did you watch Tennessee basketball team the other night against?
I was about to go there. We are awesome, and we're making the Final Four. I'm gonna say that right now. I think we play tonight, don't we?
Yeah, against
like Tennessee Tech.
Tennessee Tech, I think. Yeah.
That's nice. I think they're like 0-7 from what I've read.
Yeah, it'll be a blowout. Yeah, Tennessee's defense is something else.
You there?
Yeah, I lose you.
Yeah, for a second. You're good though.
Tennessee's defense is something else.
Yeah. I mean, you look at. I feel like the most encouraging thing I've seen is a lot of the freshmen are playing really good defense, and you usually don't see that from all these freshmen who are 5-stars who could easily just go out there and just play at 50% against these teams like Appalachian State that we played the other night, but they're out there just playing ferocious defense, and I think it's really cool to see.
You're right. I totally agree with that. They definitely did the other night when I watched them.
Yeah, probably the thing that surprised me most in college basketball this year that has nothing to do with Tennessee. Well, actually, it does have to do with Tennessee. Konzo's like the second best team in the conference besides us.
Yeah, I know.
And that's going to end up being our first conference game. Is probably going to end up being our hardest.
Is it against Missouri?
Yeah, it's at Missouri, but they didn't realize Missouri was going to be good, so it's at like 6:30 on the SEC Network on like a random Wednesday night.
Golly, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, I think
Missouri's ranked like 16th, I think.
Yeah, they are. They're 16th. Who did they beat over the week? They beat Illinois last weekend, right?
Did they really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's who they beat. Yeah, they beat Illinois over the weekend. That's why they jumped up so high.
Yeah, they got them pretty good then.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens there because I feel like the SEC is not a very good conference this year. Like, they might get 3 or 4 teams in the tournament. Maybe.
I think it'll be 5.
5? Yeah.
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me either. I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's a very good league this year at all. Which, obviously, I have no problem with. In a year...
Well, I don't know. You got Tennessee, LSU, Florida. Florida's missing that kid that got hurt. Anytime Kentucky's down, it makes it feel like the conference is down.
That's true. Well, I'm just saying... You think LSU's going to be good?
I would think they would be. They've got a lot of players, don't they?
Yeah, I think they'll at least be decent, I'd say. So you're probably right. It probably will be about 4 or 5. Tennessee, Florida, Missouri, LSU, and then probably someone else.
Probably Kentucky.
Maybe Kentucky, yeah.
Kentucky will probably find their way back in there.
Probably. So yeah, it'll probably be about 4 or 5. So yeah, should be a fun basketball season. So hopefully it's more fun than this stupid football season has been. But anyway, you want to talk about the Titans?
Sure.
So, I'm trying to think about the schedule here. So we get the Lions this week, then at the Packers, then at the Texans. So, fairly easy stretch besides the Packer game, but
yeah, I'll be able to go 2-1 there.
Yeah, we should be. We should be able to go 2-1. But if we beat the Lions, if we win the 2 games we're supposed to, we clinch the division. That's a playoff scenario. Because we beat the Jaguars last week and destroyed them. So since we beat the Jaguars, if we beat the Texans, we clinch the division. So
is that right? Even if you lose to the Green Bay?
Yeah. I mean, you gotta beat Detroit first, but yeah. It's just because the way the tiebreakers worked out.
There's no reason why they shouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if... Didn't Deshaun Watson get hurt last week?
No.
I swear I thought that happened.
No, he didn't.
Anyway.
Nothing serious anyway. I don't know if he got banged up a little bit.
I thought I saw him down at one point, but I didn't know if it was anything serious.
Who did the Colts play to finish the year?
I'm trying to think here. I know they've got Pittsburgh once, which is... Who knows what Pittsburgh team they'll play. They're kind of a roller coaster right now. Let me look this up real quick. Go ahead and keep talking.
Well, I mean, the Colts are not done yet. So, I mean, it matters who they play too.
Yeah, I mean, let's see here. Crap. Can't work the stupid ESPN app. Okay, so they've got the Texans this week. At home. They've got their last 3 is Texans at home, at the Steelers, Jaguars at home. So they've got so they're kind of like us. They've got 2 fairly easy games with a hard one in the middle.
But even if they get 3-0, the Titans go 2-1, the Titans win the division.
Well, let's see. So if they got 3-0, they'll be 12-4.
So would the Titans.
And then the Titans would be...
Well, the Titans would be 11-5.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Never mind. Never mind. I must have read that wrong or something.
Well, that assumes Colts go undefeated. They probably won't.
Yeah, I'd say they'll lose at least one of those few games, but Just because it's freaking Indy, I'm sure they'll pull something out of their butts and just figure out a way to win that Pittsburgh game or something.
Yeah, they might.
Would not surprise me at all, but what do? You can't do anything about it, unfortunately. No. But, I mean, as long as we take care of our business, we'll be fine. Hopefully.
Well, I mean, he could beat the Packers, too. You never know. It's not a gimme.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you go 3-0, you clinch the division no matter what happens. So.
Right.
Just win all 3 games, you're good. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's winning and you're in, as they say.
Yeah, just survive in advance and you're good.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, I definitely don't want to see the Browns again.
Yeah, that surprised me. I figured the Titans beat them.
And then I feel like the Browns are actually good, though. Because, I mean, despite what happened Monday against the Ravens, I feel like they're still a really good team.
They may be.
I don't know how they've gotten so good over the past few weeks, but I think they have gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
Mayfield's playing a lot better. Their receivers are getting better. I just feel like they're a lot better. I don't know.
They look like it.
Yeah.
I really thought the Titans would beat them bad.
Yeah, instead the opposite happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of the same thing that happened in the Steelers game, to be honest. Same type of thing, at least.
That game was in Tennessee, too, wasn't it?
Yeah, both the Steelers game and Browns game were.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't done to be honest, we haven't done a great job of protecting our home field this year, but
yeah.
Oh well.
Not much of a home field, no crowd there.
That's a good point. But yeah, I'd say right now the AFC, I'd still take the Chiefs. Obviously, I mean, there's.
What about Buffalo, man?
Here's my thing: would you rather have Mahomes or Josh Allen?
Well, Mahomes, but I think Allen's good.
I think he is too, but I'm just saying. Buffalo at Kansas City. If Buffalo at Kansas City was the AFC Championship game, who are you taking 9 times out of 10?
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, I think Buffalo's good. I think Buffalo's good for sure, no doubt. But as a Titans fan, I know it was a long time ago, and it's kind of irrelevant now. But I can't get out of my head that Tuesday night game where we hadn't practiced for 2 weeks and we beat them by 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, I don't know. But, yeah, I think Buffalo's good, though, but I don't know.
What about the NFC?
Who freaking knows? I mean, it could seriously be any one of these teams. I mean, what do you think?
I think Green Bay looks like easily the best thing.
Yeah, I mean, they did beat the Saints when they played them earlier in the year.
Yeah.
I see why you're saying that, for sure. I mean, but you can make an argument for any of those teams that are at the top, to be honest. I mean, shoot, even Tampa Bay, if they can get their crap together, might make a run.
Yeah, you never know.
I feel like these playoffs are going to be all about matchups, especially in the NFC. It's just going to be all about matchups, like whoever you draw.
Well, Tampa Bay tore Green Bay apart earlier.
Yeah, exactly. If they draw if they say they get Washington in the wild card, and actually play good against them and win that game. Say they draw Green Bay in the divisional round.
Yeah.
You never know. But
it'll be in Green Bay.
Yeah, and it's going to be cold as crap. Yeah. I still don't know how those dudes play in that freaking cold, man.
I don't either, man.
That's one thing about masks. They probably would wear head covers like that anyway, even if there wasn't a COVID going around.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, it's
I'd even wear one.
Yeah, I would too, because it'd be cold as crap. I mean, that's I think Tannehill and Henry were wearing those things in Kansas City last year during the AFC Championship game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny. That Baltimore game last year, it was 68 during that game.
Yeah.
In January.
Sometimes it happens. Didn't happen in Green Bay, though.
Oh, yeah. That's yeah. Definitely does not happen in Green Bay. Speaking of Baltimore, do you think they're going to make the playoffs?
No, I don't.
That's pretty funny. I picked them to go like 15-1 and win the Super Bowl, and they're not even going to make the playoffs.
Did you really? You picked them to win it all?
Yeah, my Super Bowl was the Ravens over the Saints.
I don't trust Lamar Jackson at all.
I don't know now either. I mean, I just thought he was going to go on like some steroids revenge tour and was just going to beat everyone by like 100 this year, but obviously that didn't happen.
He can't throw, man. That's what it takes in an NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
That running the ball stuff only lasts so long.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I was going to say something else. Oh, yeah. Do you think he actually was cramping the other night?
No, he had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, too. I think everyone pretty much knows that. But he was gone like the whole quarter.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't even know. But maybe he just stayed in the locker room to make it look believable.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like he had to go to the bathroom to me.
Yeah. You know, when nature calls, you just got to go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if we have anything else to talk about. I mean, we're only at 26 minutes.
How many?
Like 26.
Well, we usually do long as we have a short one this time.
Yeah, I guess we kind of are. Oh, we can do this real quick. Give me your Texas A&M Tennessee score prediction.
All right, I'll go 34-17.
All right, I'll go 35-21, and we don't need to say what team because we know who's going to win this game. This is not going to be an. We forgot to talk about LSU Florida. We forgot to talk about that game. So, what are your thoughts on the Florida Chokers choking their way out of the college football playoff?
Well, they weren't going to make it anyway. They're not going to beat Bama.
Yeah, but it was still funny.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I never would have thought that would happen in a million years.
Oh, me either. I mean, you got an LSU team that maybe has like 40 players.
Yeah.
And they've won 3 games at Florida. I mean, there was no chance they were supposed to win that game, and then they just went in and got it done. I mean, it was very impressive to say the least.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing Tennessee never does.
Oh yeah, never. If that was us, we would have lost by like 60.
Probably.
Or worse, to be honest. But all right. Oh yeah, what'd you think of Marco Wilson throwing his shoe?
It was pretty stupid.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Do you remember when somebody threw Guarantano's shoe last year?
Yeah, for BYU, and they didn't even call anything.
They didn't even call anything.
I know.
I'd forgotten all about that. I saw it on Twitter.
I'd remembered it. I didn't remember it in the moment. Like after I saw it for the first time, I didn't remember it in the moment, and then I was like, "Oh yeah, that happened last year," and they didn't call anything for it.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I mean, stupid play cost the team the game.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. But anyway, anything else you want to talk about, or are we just gonna go ahead and wrap it up now?
I think we can wrap it up, buddy.
All right. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like it and subscribe for more. Yeah, I just realized this is kind of my first upload in like a month, probably. So
it's been a long time. I noticed that.
Yeah, I haven't been uploading as much just because, you know, when your team sucks, you don't really have a passion to do it. To be completely honest, you just are like, oh well, who cares?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I'll probably do my conference championship picks this week at least, and then probably the bowl picks too. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.